What's going on, everybody? Tim from Tearfon Orbital. Griffs Customs, the Mark V. A hilt for the first time in a long time I immediately fell in love with, and now I'm probably going to hold hostage from the client. We're going to do a quick walkthrough and demo, and we'll be on our way after that. Alright, so what's going on, everybody? So yeah, as I said, this is Griffs Customs. This is a Mark V. Griffs Customs does very limited run of one-offs. As far as I know, he's been taking a sabbatical for a little while. He did this run a little while back. Actually, I think it's been a while since this run actually dropped. He's got a Mark VII that he's working on now. But man, I gotta tell you guys and gals, when the client sent this to me for an install, I immediately fell in love with the look of this hilt, the feel of it. It's just a wonderfully designed hilt. What I appreciate when sabersmiths design hilts is that they keep the builder and installer in mind when doing so, and there are touches of that throughout this entire hilt. So I'll talk about it. I will talk about the install, and we'll just do a quick demo, and we'll be on our way, right? So as I said, this is a Griffs Customs Mark V. We've got a very skinny internal diameter all the way throughout, so I think this was like 22 or 23 millimeters all the way to the pommel. Luckily for me and the client, the pommel had plenty of room for a 28 millimeter speaker, so we went with a SpeakerPod for this build. But yeah, all of these grenade sections are all modular, right? So this heatsink is its own part. It unscrews. This grenade section unscrews. This grenade section unscrews. And it's all of those screw into this top emitter piece. But yeah, just fantastic quality of a build. I love the two-tone look of the grenade and heatsink sections here. I've never seen anything like this, and I really do appreciate custom, unique builds. They are one of my favorites. Just when you see something completely new, and like when one-off designs are done, I really dig that. So yeah, it's black on this gold or brown. It looks like he either powder coated these brown sections, or they might have even been chemically treated to look bronze, and then they were clear coated. I mean, just fantastic quality. This hilt is a top tier, premier quality hilt, in my opinion. So yeah, we like I said, so we've got pommel section, grenade and heat sink sections come all the way to the top. There's one giant main one giant main button, a dome tactile aux here, and yeah, some just knurled thumb screws. This top screw is the blade retention. It's got a small gem in it. You get shine through when the blade is in there. I mean, just screams premium quality to me, right? So let's talk about the chassis really quick. As I said, all of these parts are modular, so they all do unscrew. The pommel unscrews. Inside of the pommel, we've got a 28 millimeter speaker pod. This heat sink section does unscrew, and as well as this grenade section. So what I've been doing is these two I keep screwed together. Unscrew them to get to your board. This has been installed with a Golden Harvest V3 as requested by the client, and I just did my usual chassis design with greeblies. I did paint and detail this chassis to make it look real. There's some greeblies on it that I did do the buff and rub treatment to make it look like a gunmetal, silver gunmetal. I actually mixed two buff and rub oil paints together. I did like silver pewter and a dark oil, mixed them together to achieve this look. And then under this grenade section is where the battery sits. So there is a removable battery in here. Battery sits here. So to get the battery in, your spring side is your negative, and I also went ahead and put I embossed some, plus and negative signs just in case, there's any doubt where the battery should be sitting, here's 0 or negative. That's where the spring is, and positive is towards the top. So you sit your battery in, and then you screw your grenade section back on. We can come back down here. So yeah, this thing, I mean, this hilt is absolutely beautiful. I love this hilt. I'm actually hoping that Griff does another run after his Mark 7 runs, because I'm hoping to get a slot. These are just amazing quality hilts. So yeah, once you get all your pieces screwed in, just to get another look at that speaker pod. So this speaker pod sits in the pommel, and I did not weather or paint the speaker pod. There is a small resonance ring that sits in the bottom of the pod as well. I just did some testing with spacing, and that seems to be the best as far as fitment is concerned. But that ring can come out and be changed if need be. So we do have a kill switch in here. This is where the PCB is for the speaker pod, but there is a kill switch in there as well. Turn your kill switch on. Screw your speaker pommel in. I've been screwing it all the way until it stops and makes a connection to the bottom of that chassis, and then you hit your main to activate. So this is installed with a Golden Harvest V3. I actually had to touch up on Golden Harvest a little bit. It's been a long time since I've done a Golden Harvest board, and in fact, I think it's been well over a year. It's been a while, so I had to touch up on configuring Golden Harvest. I've been in the Profi realm for forever now, so seeing how easily you can just pop the SD card out and make your edits is super handy. I do miss that about editing with CFX as well. You just pop your SD card out and make the changes you need to do and put it back in. So anyhow, this has been set up with a very basic config. I've changed some of the blade colors. I'm going to go back in and add some more fonts. This is just right now, currently it has the stock Golden Harvest fonts on here, but I will be uploading some Golden Harvest fonts to it and changing some of the blade configs to make it look a little better, just not so stock, right? So let's throw a blade in her or it. Yep, and so blade goes in the top. Like I've been using this brass thumb screw as the blade retention, and then you hit your main. I'm so used to Profi. Look, I'm trying to so all your flashes work. Aux works. Yeah, see, I've got to really touch up on my Golden Harvest. I actually don't even remember what the motion controls are for this one and so forth. So, yeah, that's it. Griffs Customs Mark 5. I cannot tell you how much I love this hilt. It feels good. It's unique. Yeah, really love it. Really love it. I've been telling the client that I'm just joking around, like I'm keeping your Griffs. I'm keeping it. I'm holding it hostage. But anyhow, thank you for watching. Thank you very much to the client for your business, and thank you for your support. Have a great one, everybody. And with that being said, may the force be with you always.